everyone, I want to show you some Christmas tags that I made with the Gina K Very Silly Season stamp set, which is this one. It comes with the dies. I've showed it in a haul in the past. Came out a couple of months ago. So this first tag, I did the ugly sweater, and I put some fringe on there because it's an ugly sweater, you know, and some snowflakes. And then on the back of the tag, I did to and from, so you can put who it's going to. Now, I made these very simple because they're going to be going to family and they're going to throw them away anyway. So I didn't go crazy and put tons of things on. Why bother, right? It's just going to end up in the trash, unfortunately. So here's one. I also have another tip for you. When you have ugly paper, for instance, one such as this, right? I know a lot of us got these paper packs on clearance, and this is a pretty ugly piece of paper, right? You're not going to really, well, my apologies if you think it's nice, but, you know, you can't really do much with that. So I have a tip for you if you don't already know. Instead of using your nice white layering cardstock for cards, you know, the layering part where you're going to put your design, when you have ugly paper like that, use your die cuts and cut it out and use that for your layering piece, just like I did on this. This ugly sweater came from this. Why should I use my good white cardstock if we have this ugly paper lying around? So that's a tip for you. It still works when I do the coloring, everything. It works. These I used Copic markers. I used coloring pencils too on some of them that I have made already. So that's a tip when you're going to die cut things out, such as things like this you're going to color, or not like, you know what I mean, not a die that is already fancy. I mean one you're going to stamp, like you're going to stamp this image and then cut it out, right? Those kind of dies like this, use your ugly paper. Use it up. Use it like that. So that's a tip. So I made this one. I made the presents. I put, now this green I used, usually when you do Copics, let's say you have, all right, for instance, here's two colors right here. I have G28, right? Well, this one is YG09, so that means yellow green 09. And G just means regular green. So unfortunately, these are the only two greens I have. I have one other green. I forget which one it is. But typically, if you're going to do Copic markers, you go with the numbering. So if this one's G28, you should also have a G30 or a G26. Because the higher number, the darker it is. So for the 28, you would go all around here and shade with that. And then the G26, you would fill in the middle. But see how it's off? Because I had a yellow green 09. So that's why this is off. It's not blended as nicely, you can see. So that's a tip with Copic markers if you didn't know what the numbers meant. You know what I mean? And if this one's YG09, then get a YG07 or YG11. Two shades lighter or darker, and then you can blend with that. That's how you blend them. So I did the best I could with this because I just didn't have another green. And I did the reds. Those were two numbers apart. I can't remember which ones they are at the moment, but I put the darker here and the light in the middle. I don't know if you can really tell. Probably not. Oh, maybe a little. Do you see how it's a little bit lighter here, and then on the border it's darker? You might be able to tell. And I used some glitter pens from the Cricut that were on sale. So that's that one. And I did stockings with a couple of buttons and a cupcake there. Very sparkly. I used Wink of Stella. I always do. And then this one was the Charlie Brown tree. I call it that. and did Wink of Stella, and I did the red again. I think you can see it. I got the lighter red right in the middle and the darker on the sides. All right, and it came with one little ornament, so I put some stickles, a silver one there with the little Santa, and I put some sparkles on him. I don't know if you can see. A little bit. He's very sparkly. And then I needed one extra card, and this is for Damien's co-workers. The other ones are for my family, so the ones that I made. So he said he wanted the ugly sweater again, so I made another ugly sweater here, again with the green. And like I said, because I don't have the two most closest colors, it's going to leave a demarcation mark like that, unfortunately. So sometimes you can tap the marker onto the darker one and go in and blend. And actually, you know what? Let me try that right now. Let me see if that'll work. It might not. Let's see. I'm no expert at this. Hey, I think that actually helped. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? So that's another thing you can do. If you don't have two that exactly 2 points apart, you can tap it on the darker marker like I just did. Again, I'm not an expert at this by any means, but that looks a lot better, doesn't it? I think so. So that helps. See, that's another option too. So I just made that one with Wink of Stella and the tree and the Santa. So these are just a few of the tags that I made. I think I made 21 altogether. So like I said, probably quite a few of these will be thrown out, but hopefully some people will save them, right? Maybe we'll get one or two that really likes it and wants to save one. And what is this? I got all glitter right there. I wonder how that happened. Anyway, thanks for watching. Happy crafting, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.